as it is time for a game show that everybody knows and everybody loves, and it's everybody's favorite. It's time for a little bit of What Does It Weigh? It is time for a little bit of What Does It Weigh? Here's how it works. I'm going to hold up 4 items. 4 items, and you're going to guess what you think they weigh in ounces. Folks, this is a big one. Let me put it to you this way. I said that there's going to be a theme for today, and there is. The theme is clout. I want clout. I want internet creator clout. I've been doing this game show thing for 3 to 4 months now, and I haven't gotten any creator clout from it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call out a creator. They're all going to be from the commentary genre. I'm going to call out a creator with every single item that we're putting on the scale today. Now, I want to make one thing clear before we do any of this. You're going to notice that all of the commentary creators are male, and that's because I had to go to the library to print these out, and I just was very worried about the looks I'd be getting if somebody sees me walk up to the library printer, get a bunch of pictures of women, and just walk out of the library. So, you know, if you know like Gabby Bell and Chad, I like them, I watch them, they're great, they're fantastic, and I hope they'll understand my story as to why they're not included today, because I don't want to be on a list somewhere. Why not just have a folder? Meaty, but it's the amount of time that it takes for me to get to the printer to the folder. I'm at the computer, and then I gotta run to the printer, and then I gotta pick them up. And also, if you see me put pictures of them in a folder, that's worse, right? That clearly a person putting pictures of people in a folder, and you have no idea? Yeah, okay, I'm calling the cops. Anyways, and yeah, look, we can have the discussion about how there's a double standard. I should also have felt weird about printing out pictures of male creators and nobody knowing what my intentions are about that, but I didn't. And yeah, okay, that's a double standard, and that needs to be talked about and discussed. Now's not the time. Now's the time to play What Does It Weigh? The first of 4 items that we will have for you to guess the weight of in ounces is this hammer. And it's a hammer that has a picture of Drew Gooden taped to it. You might be saying, Mr. Gamerman, why is this picture in black and white? Well, the printer only printed in black and white. I tried to print in color, and it cost money to print at the library. I spent at least 60 cents trying to get a picture of Drew Gooden to print in color, and it wasn't going to happen. So I printed in black and white, and I'm going to play it off like he's missing. He's not missing in real life, but he's missing from my stream. Drew Gooden, I don't think you know what an ounce is. I don't think you even could bother to figure out what an ounce is. And I'm going to really hammer the point home by calling you out about it on the game show stream, What Does It Weigh, the thing that I'm hosting right now. You want to submit your guess using an exclamation point followed by the number of ounces that you think this item weighs. Again, it's a hammer. Drew Gooden's picture has been taped to the head of the hammer. Is the point of this to start drama with Drew Gooden? You going to box him? No, Matt Guy. So here's the deal. This is what I'm going to say. For every creator that I call out, plain and simple, I just want them to appear on What Does It Weigh? And the format I want is a 1v1 contest. I am challenging them. 1v1, you versus me in What Does It Weigh? You bring 2 items, I bring 2 items, and we'll have somebody, some random mystery person, maybe chat, maybe Twitch, maybe Discord, they'll pick the 5th and final item. But 1v1, me versus the other creator, whoever wins, $100 to the charity of the winner's choice. That's my call out. You can't turn down charity. Yeah, it's for good stuff. Me versus Drew Gooden, and he's got to be offended, right? I taped a picture of his head to a hammer. That's the ultimate offense. Criminal. Oh, Nada, you got to use an exclamation point. Also, Nada, take the 0 off that. It'll be a much better answer. I'm not saying it because I know what it is. I haven't pre-weighed this, but I know for a fact that the scale maxes out at 40. The scale maxes out at 40 ounces, so it's definitely not more than 40. That's for sure. Submissions are closed. Hammer, on the scale, in ounces, the hammer plus Drew Gooden is 12.8 ounces. This next object is one that I thought would be a little bit goofy, but also because it made for the perfect call-out. Folks, I just recently bought 2 dual monitors. So now, I'm sorry, a dual monitor stand. So my monitors now are able to move around and can be, put in different positions. It makes me being able to see everything a lot easier. And they came in a box. So I took the box and I filled it with every single cup of Gatorade and water and soda and also all the stuff that was inside the box. So it's my trash, essentially. And who better to call out on my trash than one Danny Gonzalez. He hasn't appeared on What Does It Weigh yet. And if you aren't on What Does It Weigh, you're trash. So that's what I'm saying. Danny, until you're on What Does It Weigh, until you're going 1v1 against me, $100 for charity of your choice. And Danny, you're pretty public about the fact that you live in Chicago. You're only a couple hours away. This is a simple trip. You, me, What Does It Weigh, measure and stuff. As soon as you decide to be on the show, I'll take your face off the trash. Until then, I'm keeping your face on the trash. And I'm keeping the trash to remind you of the fact. By the way, folks, for people who are submitting answers, you are allowed to ask questions. You are allowed to ask questions about the objects. The only question you cannot ask is, what does it weigh? That's the question we're trying to answer. So one of the questions, let's see, we got about 2 soda cans, 2 Gatorade bottles, a water bottle, and 1 water bottle that's got like lemon water in it. Or had it, I drank it. All empty. All empty. 0 liquid. I mean, you know how there's like those little residual liquid drops? There are those tiny little liquid drops, right? When you drink a bottle of water, even though the bottle's empty, there's those tiny little drops of water that didn't make it into your mouth hole. There's a couple of those. But for the most part, empty. And by the way, he's a fine creator. Nothing against him, other than hasn't been on my show. That part really sucks. All right, submissions are closed. We're going on the scale, trash and all. It weighs 27.7 ounces. 27.7 ounces. Folks, I'm aiming for the sky on this one. I'm going big. I'm going big, and I'm not even going home because I'm already at home, but I am going big. This is a bottle of isopropyl alcohol, 50% isopropyl alcohol. I have decided to use this opportunity to call out Moist Critical, or Charlie. And I'll be honest, if he and I had a 1v1 contest as to tell what things weigh, I highly anticipate that his round would somehow involve sex toys, and I would not be allowed to stream it. The bottle is not full. To be honest, I've actually used it multiple times, but it hasn't even reached the part where it's out of that little top section there. So I'd say it's 95 to 90% full. Did it feel heavy when I used it? It felt no heavier than a bottle of soda, is the best way I can put it. To me, it didn't feel any heavier than a bottle of soda. All right, submissions are closed. A bottle of 50% isopropyl alcohol, all with the intent of trying to call out Charlie, you versus me. What does it weigh? You bring 2 items, I bring 2 items, and then a 5th mystery item will be in there because chat will vote on it or something. Whoever wins, $100 to the charity of their choice. We're on the scale. How much does the wanted poster of Charlie weigh? A lot of bobbling on this one. 15.5 ounces. 15.5 ounces. It's time for a double item disguise. Now, you're not just getting 1 item, you're getting 2. The stands for the 2 computer monitors that now are on the dual arm monitors, and I tactfully chose to use Jarvis Johnson as the creator that I am calling out with this one, because Jarvis Johnson has a comedically large degree specializing in using computers. I'm calling you out, bud. You versus me. What does it weigh? You bring 2 items, I bring 2 items. Let's put your comedically large degree on the scale and see how much that weighs. You win, $100 to a charity of your choice. I win, $100 to a charity of my choice. And at the very least, clout, baby. This was the mount that held my Samsung curved monitor. Very futuristic feeling, almost kind of UFO style, like it would abduct somebody. This is the Acer mount. I think this one's like early to mid 2000s, maybe 2010s. This is the Acer mount, and it still has the metal on it because that's actually, I really can't remove it. I could, but it would be way too much work. Way too much work to get rid of these. Acer's quality stuff. Acer is quality stuff, I will say. My Acer monitor, I really feel like somebody could like hit it with a hammer, well, why not this hammer with a picture of Drew Gooden taped to it? I feel like I could take a hammer to it a couple of times, and this bucko's sticking with us. I forget how I did this before. I did manage to get both these items on the scale previously. I don't know how I'm going to do it now. I want to try and stack them. Submissions are closed. Acer monitor on. Samsung monitor on. Look at that. Look at that. Total, that is 30.7 ounces. 30.7 ounces. And I chose a creator, maybe not the biggest creator for the last one, but I chose the creator that has inspired me the most and who I think would be most likely to want to participate in this little bit of internet stupidity that we've taken part in. You guys are going to be guessing Catan. This is just a full-on box of Catan. It's got the entire game inside of it. Every single card, every single game piece, all of it inside the Settlers of Catan game box. Do you want to go first? Do you want... Oh, there's an ad. We got ad braked. The creator who I'm calling out. And let me just say, once again, I'll make the drive. If this guy's too busy, I'll make the drive all the way to North Dakota because I'm calling out Scott Kramer. I had him laying in this little box of Catan. He does a lot of game show content. He's applied to be on a lot of game shows. And I'm saying right now, you don't got to apply. This is the reverse. You don't have to apply to my game show. You're getting called out to be on it. You're getting challenged. You come be on my game show. I'll drive to North Dakota. I'll pick my scale up, tuck it under my arm, and I'll start getting on my way to North Dakota. You pick 2 items. I pick 2 items. We put them on the scale. Then we have a 5th and final item that chat's going to pick. And if you win, $100 to a charity of your choice. If I win, $100 to a charity of my choice. And you give me back my gas money because North Dakota's far away. Folks, it is time to discover a winner. It is time to figure out who is going to win this edition of What Does It Weigh as we take Settlers of Catan. We put it on the scale, and oh boy, you heard it thump. That means it's real heavy. As a matter of fact, it is 31, 32, 33, 34, 34.2 ounces. At 34.2 ounces, that means it is Crane who is going to be walking away the winner. As you guys know, I've started paying for cameos. I've started getting cameos to appear on stream to help us out with our guesses. There is a person on Cameo who has basically said they will sing a song and in the form of a cameo. It was only $1. This person cost only $1. We have a little bit of a goof to the song Fast Car in my stream. Could you guess the weight of my microphone to the tune of Fast Car? So that's what happened.
How much does the microphone weigh? I'm gonna put a guess out there today. I'm gonna guess 8 ounces because it weighs less than I bet. And you know when a baby comes out, they're usually between 6 and 8 ounces. And I can hold this like a baby.
From that is the Toilet Telegram account on Cameo. Thank you so much to them for being such a good sport. Best dollar I've spent in my life. Toilet Telegram guessed 8 ounces. Do I do this often? Kirby, yes, we do game show streams at least once a week. It's time. Submissions are closed. The floor is closed. You guys aren't going to hear my voice. Well, actually, you might. Hold on. We'll see. It's time to put the microphone on the scale. There we go. We're on the scale now. 7.3 ounces. 7.3 ounces.